Welcome back to another edition of Top 8 here on JD's YouTube. Today is the last of the Dragon Ball, and today's Top 8 is Top 8 Fights. Again, these are my opinions, the way the fights were done, the way they impacted me watching the show, how exciting I got. So let's jump into it. Number 8 is Goku versus Frieza. I know, so many people have that towards the end of the list, not towards the beginning, but it was a good fight. It just took way too long. 6 minutes lasted. I think it's the longest fight in Dragon Ball Z history. The fight was good. Goku did show some compassion and gave Frieza some energy. Frieza just threw it away. But so that is number 8. Number 7 is Piccolo versus 17. Oh my lord, these two beat the ever-loving hell out of each other. This is after Piccolo fuses with Kami. Got it this time. It took me like half an hour. After you fuses with Kami, it becomes like Super Piccolo. Him and 17 get into it before Cell shows up, and they just beat the living crap out of each other. And then Piccolo comes up with this technique. At one point, 17's like, "You've missed every shot you've shot at me." And Piccolo goes, "Did I?" And then he looks around, and all the energy balls are around him, and it just hits them all at once. And, like, the fight itself, you can see them like punch through each other, like their fists coming out their back. It is pretty physical and intense. Since I thought that going into the fight, Piccolo was going to get his butt kicked. It was nice to see that Piccolo was semi catching up. Again, we need the other characters to catch up, at least Piccolo, to Vegeta and Goku. The series needs to not be about Vegeta and Goku. So, let's make that happen. 6 is Goku versus Hit. Hit is a fantastic character. I think he's awesome. He's one of my favorite. He wears like a trench coat and puts his hands in it. He's just like chill. He has a technique where he goes like a split second into the future. You can hit a split second into the future. He beat Vegeta. They couldn't figure it out. It took Goku using his Super Saiyan Blue mixed with Kaioken. That is the coolest look ever because it's blue on the outside and then it's red on the inside. It's Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken. And even then, Goku forfeits the match just so he can fight Hit at his fullest. Moving on to number 5. Sometimes I repeat numbers, but let's see if I can pay attention where I'm at this time. 5. Goku versus Beerus. I think that the movie did it better than the show did it. Or was it Battle of the Gods? There we go. I think they did it better than the Dragon Ball Super. Beerus shows up because he's awakened up and he's had a dream about the legendary Super Saiyan God. He first meets Goku. He is training on King Kai's planet, and he just wipes the floor with Super Saiyan 3. Like, just he showed him he was not even close. They turned Goku into a Super Saiyan God, and at one point he loses his God abilities, but he's keeping up with Beerus as his base form and then Super Saiyan. I was like, does he even know that he's not Super Saiyan God anymore? Goku does lose the fight, but Beerus just shoots a little rock instead of destroying the whole planet. The whole arc is, I love it because at one point, Vegeta shows just how much he cares for Bulma because she walks up to Beerus and she slaps him and Beerus smacks her back and he screams, "That's my Bulma," and then he, for like 5 seconds, puts a whooping on Beerus. So, I like it. I like the movie. I like the fighting. Then we got number 4, Gohan versus Cell. Gohan being peaceful, loving, Cell just kept trying to get it out of him. Put the Z Fighters at risk with the Cell Juniors. and then Goku snaps. He had had enough, and then we see one of the coolest transformations I've ever seen into Super Saiyan 2. Again, if you watch my previous list, this transformation is my favorite. I love the style. I love the lightning and the rage that Goku goes, and or Gohan, and he just wipes the floor with the with the Cell Juniors, and then and then he beats out Cell, and he could have won, but Cell self-destructs, and then Goku sacrifices himself, and then he's brought back, and even at one point, Gohan sacrificed himself for Vegeta. He breaks his arm, and then comes one of the coolest Kamehamehas I've ever seen, the one-handed. Just to let you know, I have a few. The one-handed Kamehameha with Goku standing in the background is my favorite Kamehameha. The Kamehameha done in the Broly Returns video that has all three of them, Goku, Gohan, and Goten. And then I like the Big Bang Kamehameha attack. So just getting off track a little bit and giving you a little insight. Let's see. Number 3 is Goku 17 and Frieza versus Jiren. This battle was insane. Watching Goku and Frieza work together, and then watching 17 Goku and Frieza charges in, and 17's got their back. And at one point, 17 throws Frieza at Jiren. Like, the fight was epic. Jiren ends up taking out both Frieza and Goku, but 17 ends up winning. The fight is awesome. Everything's on the line, and we see the 3 most unlikely people work together. Like, it is fantastic. Number 2 is Goku versus Vegeta. I'm gonna go Majin Vegeta. I know that the first fight is some of people's best fights ever, and it was. Vegeta overestimated Goku in the first match. Goku spares Vegeta, but technically it was all the Z fighters. If Yajirobe wouldn't have cut off Vegeta's tail, like it took the combined effort. I like Majin Vegeta versus Goku better. The fight was better. It was more intense. Vegeta wasn't underestimating Goku at that point. However, after the fight was done, we then see Goku knew how to go Super Saiyan 3, and it dawned on Vegeta that he just wasn't keeping up. The outcome wasn't so much good, but the fight itself was awesome. And then, in at number 1, it's beautifully done. Okay, hold on. Is Broly versus Goku and Vegeta from the Super Saiyan, or from the Dragon Ball Z Super Broly movie. It is fantastic. The artwork is just beautiful. It had me mesmerized the whole time watching this fight. It starts with Vegeta. Broly's a different Broly. He's semi-smart. He learns quickly how to fight. But the match itself is beautifully drawn. It's beautifully colored. At one point, Vegeta's winning, and then the tables turn, and then Vegeta's getting his butt kicked. Goku steps in. Then for a while, Goku's winning, and then they're both getting their butts kicked. So they go to Piccolo, and they learn the fusion dance, and they become Gogeta. And while they're learning, Broly's beating the crap out of Frieza. Like, Broly's beating the crap out of Golden Frieza. Like, the raw potential. And then they come back, and Broly is no match for Gogeta. Not even close. The fight ends with Broly is about to explode with power, but they wish him back to his home planet. Or not his home planet, but back to the planet he grew up on. Goku ends up going there into transmission there because he can feel Broly's power and telling Broly that he wants a sparring partner and he's going to teach Broly how to fight. That's going to be fantastic. Now we got three Saiyans on par with each other. And they're going to need it because the rumors is they're going to fight this god thing in the next season of Dragon Ball Super. But other than that, the fight is choreographed or it's drawn very beautiful. The coloring is beautiful. It is gorgeous. It is a work of art. And for that, it gets number one. With that being said,